Welcome to Wine Thru-it, episode 4. I'm Christy.
I'm Karen.
And I'm Christina. So we're going to start off this first podcast by making a drink in person. So Valentine's Day is going to be coming up. So I found a cute little recipe we can make. So it's called Love Punch. You need Malibu. You need any sparkling cider. So I actually found one that's sparkling blush. Fruit punch, strawberry syrup, cherries, and any decorations you want for the rim of the glass. So it's basically 2 parts of Malibu. We're just gonna eyeball that. 2 to 3. We're gonna do 3 because that's how we roll here.
Christina's the dangerous drink friend, so when she
Yeah.
pours, you know it's going to be good and dangerous.
And
So then it's gonna
Very
be
strong.
3 of the fruit punch.
Are we equal parts right now?
Yes.
Okay.
And then same thing for the sparkling. We're gonna do 3. I'm gonna put that into our little shaker with ice. Just give it a little shake. I'm not a bartender.
Don't worry. We have bounty. The quicker picker-upper. It's fine. It's fine.
So for decoration in our cups while they clean up, we're just gonna pour some strawberry syrup in a plate. Just going to rim the glass.
Look at you all fancy.
Look at that. I added one of those glass rim kits to my cart, my Amazon cart, so I'm gonna buy one soon, someday.
Oh, now it looks like blood.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's all leaking.
That would be.
It's going wrong. Now we just take some sugar.
Okay, I like this so far.
It works better when you have smaller glasses.
As long as the drink is strong, we're good. Of course.
Yep. Oh, that looks so cute. Oh my gosh.
A little strong.
All
All right,
right.
ladies, take
Let's
a sip. I'll
stir
like
it.
some more.
All right, stir it up and see where.
All right, you gotta try it with the first sip.
Oh gosh, ready? Okay.
Ready? Oh, that's dangerous.
That's delicious.
It
And
tastes
so
like,
dangerous.
it tastes like cotton candy.
Like coconut flavored cotton candy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That is
really
so
dangerous.
good. It really is.
It's really dangerous.
Pour the bubbly afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably why, because the carbonation. Yep.
Oh, smart.
And just yeah. Just give it a little zhuzh.
So no. Pour the non-carbonated things first.
Yep.
Shake it, then add the carbonation.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna get these squared away and we'll be right back.
And we're back. Thank you for being patient.
So, this is our 4th podcast, and we're going to talk about beating the winter blues, because I don't know about anybody else, but January and February are really hard for me.
Hard.
They're
'Cause
tough months.
cold and gray and gloomy and snowy and icy and cold.
And that seems to be the consensus for all over the United States right now, because everywhere got snow.
It's snowing
recently.
in Florida. It's snowing in Florida.
So-
In Texas too. They had
Yeah.
an ice storm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New Orleans too.
Yeah.
So by the
my
time-
cousin in Arizona said it's snowing there, and I'm like, okay, but it's gonna be gone in like 30 minutes, so hush. Like, ours
But
last
it's been
week's-
in Texas. It's been cold for a couple of weeks, like on and off
Yeah.
cold. So it actually stuck.
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
So yeah. So one of the things that I do is I read a lot in December, January, February. So in December, I'm reading my like holiday romance crap, my smut. And then January and February, I try to read like the self-help books, those type of things. But this year, I kind of mixed it up. And I decided to just keep with the easy stories, not holiday, but just an easy story because I think doing this self-help book sometimes makes me a little more depressed when I start them. So
I can see that. I can see that.
so what do you guys do?
So I started looking into, so I'm a big scrapbooker, and I, decided to go onto TikTok and went down a rabbit hole and figured out that it is a big entire world out there. So scrapbooking is part of the book art world. So
Okay.
there's so many subcategories.
That's crazy.
Yes. So there's
Book art.
scrapbooking, there's junk journaling, there's altar book.
What?
Yes, altar book.
Like alter, like
So basically
religious?
what that is, no, so what
Oh.
that is you go like thrifting or to tax sales, you find like an encyclopedia, you find like a kid's book, and you use those pages as like your inspiration. So
Oh.
let's say you find a
That's
dictionary and you land on the letter P. So you pick a page and everything starts with the letter P. So you do purple, you do like
petunia.
yes.
Okay,
So that
okay.
theme now becomes part of that book. So it's very
Interesting.
yeah. So like
Okay.
people will do like encyclopedias and like each page they'll pick a word and they just use that as a theme.
I'm not being
Okay.
rude. I'm trying to look up something I need for this.
Yeah. So then there's also like glue book. So glue book is you basically pick a theme. Each page is different. So
Mhm.
if you want to do everything purple, you have purple. You painted purple. You do
Oh.
purple flowers, purple
See, I
stickers.
think I like that one.
And then
Okay.
let's say like you want to do a Harry Potter page. It's all Harry Potter. Everything, but every page is different. So you don't
Okay,
have
so
a
you
theme
just-
throughout that book. It's all just
That'd be
randoms.
me.
Yeah.
ADHD in a book.
Yeah. So it doesn't flow. It doesn't have like a rhyme or reason. It's just whatever you feel like doing that day.
Oh,
And then
okay.
there's something
Okay.
called a smash book. So a smash book is like a combination of like all
Not
of
what
these
the kids
books.
think.
No. So it's basically a combination of all the books, like scrapbooking, junk journaling, and they just throw it into whatever book you have. So
Oh, okay.
junk journaling, I figured out, is way more in depth. So there's people who literally will create a scrapbook out of junk. So they will get like cardboard boxes from cereal boxes, like Amazon
And out
boxes.
of any topic,
Yes.
do they use
Really?
like pictures from
Yes.
like
So,
actual pictures
let's say
too, like
you-
from your camera roll?
Yeah. So let's say you went to the winery today. At the winery, you're going to grab a napkin.
And we all
You're
know
gonna
we
grab
do this.
a label
we all
from the
know we
bottle.
do this.
Oh, okay.
If
And then
there
all
was
of that
a
is
flyer.
going to go into that
Yes.
one page.
So everything goes into that one page. So let's say there was a food
Okay.
truck and you had a taco and there was the wrapper. You're going to save that wrapper and you're going to put it in. So sometimes
yeah.
people will journal like, food truck event or whatever, and then you just throw everything from that day in there.
Okay.
So for me, I'm doing it. I have lots of souvenirs from when I went on road trips and concerts and stuff.
Vegas.
So I'm just gonna.
A lot.
So found Bruno Mars, all the gold
Uh-huh.
flakes. I was like, why did I save this? Now they're going in a junk journal.
now you now you have a use for them.
So
I like
yeah, it's amazing. Like people will make it out of like I saw them take a cereal box, cut it in half, and make that as the back of
The
the
page.
scrapbook. So that's your actual
that's
scrapbook.
cool.
And then you
That's
glue on
cool.
pages, but it's made from whatever you have that day. So you have an
Oh,
Amazon box laying around, you can turn that into a scrapbook.
Interesting.
And then each day
That's
is a
neat.
picture of junk, like they say, that
that
you
would drive me
collect.
nuts
Right.
though. I like everything certain sizes.
Yes.
And I know you're the same way.
So scrapbooking is basically it has a beginning and an end. So
You're telling a story within
Yes,
that book. Yeah,
basically,
because I've done
yeah.
that with my
So-
with pictures, like with a trip or something.
exactly.
Yeah.
So you could do like your vacations. You could do like for me, I have
You
one
could
for
still
my
do
daughter
that
for
with
school.
this.
Yes.
Right.
But that has more photos. So it's more photo, and then you put
and
embellishments.
not as memory driven.
Yes,
It's like
exactly.
memory
Right.
driven, but not
so
item memory driven.
Exactly.
It's
So
photo
junk
memory
journaling
driven.
is more you can actually write in like how you felt, what your
Hmm.
thoughts were that day. Whereas scrapbooking is like you throw the pictures, you embellish it, and then you're
And
like,
then
oh, then you
you're
can go
done.
back. But junk
Yeah,
journaling
yeah.
is like you're putting your thoughts into it. So like, oh yeah, I went down this
Okay.
whole rabbit hole. It was crazy. Like this.
That's pretty cool,
Yeah.
actually.
Kind
I
of like it because
that.
right
Yeah.
now all that stuff of mine is in Ziploc baggies
Right.
Yeah. So for
in
me,
the closet.
that was an excuse to start decluttering and reorganizing. So that gave me something
So whatever
to
you
do.
don't use on that page, that's
Yeah.
in that thing. Okay, get rid of it.
Right.
Yeah, basically,
right.
yeah.
So I like
yeah.
it.
Because you know how many multiples of items that I grab? I'm like, oh, it's confetti. I'm going to grab one of each color. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
I'm like,
I mean, I have-
oh, I need two of each color. What do I need two of
I
each
have
color for?
all
Pens
the
and
Brunos.
notebooks from all the hotels we stayed at. I'm like, you just
right.
grab it.
You just grab everything.
Yeah.
Receipts and wristbands and
Yeah,
movie
well, that's
tickets.
what,
and
like I would
yeah.
like to do it for the concerts because like I have
Yeah, 'cause
5
you have a
seconds of
lot of
summer
them.
and
Oh, hi, kitty.
oh, Lord.
So one
Lily.
thing that they did say is that
Come here.
from doing it for so long, some people said not to use actual receipts because
Oh,
they
okay.
disappear.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like if you get like a really like high quality one, yes, but like
it in there.
CVS one, that's gonna disappear because it's the paper and the
Right.
ink, and then it
It'll
actually
degrade over time.
transfers into the other sheet if you start compressing it.
Okay.
So they said like
Okay.
movie stubs are fine, like when you go to the concerts, it's
Yeah.
fine, those printouts and stuff like
Or
that.
like a flyer.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. There's all different things you get handed at concerts
Yeah,
and
yeah.
other events.
Exactly, yeah. So people were even taking like garbage bags, like you go to Home Goods and you get a plastic bag or paper bag. They were using that as the actual sheet and then sticking stuff on.
Oh, wow.
So it's like you're reusing everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's quite like, yeah, what people come up with is amazing.
Yeah.
It's very
And
interesting.
it's sort of like recycling what you
yeah.
have. Because
Yep.
if they're using like a bag,
Yeah.
Exactly.
that's neat.
Yep.
I'm for that.
Yeah.
I should try that once I get my shit together. Hey, once I have my tonsils out, I'll have lots of time to do that.
Exactly.
Yes, yes,
Just
you
be
will.
surrounded by it. Just give me glue. So this is something I've been doing since this year started. So I bought this 5-minute gratitude journal. I don't know if you guys can see it on Amazon. And all it is I've always liked the idea of gratitude, but I've never been good at it. Like as far as writing down or thinking at the end of the day,
Right.
oh, what are 3 things that, I'm not real good at that. So this actually gives you little questions and like it'll say, trying to see if there's a review that shows a page because of course I don't have mine with me, it's upstairs. But it'll say like, what's something in your life that you thought you'd never have? Like for me, I'm like, oh, well, I have, a house.
Yeah.
And then like, who's somebody in your life you're thankful for, or somebody in your life who, brightens it or something like that. So it's like guided gratitude in a way.
Okay.
And it's easy because it's 4 questions a day and that's it. 4 simple questions a day and then you can put it away. And you don't have to do it every day. I was doing it every day, but then I realized there's not enough pages in the book for a year. So now I do it every few days, but I still try to think of something each day that, is good or something good that came out of the day.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm doing. So reading, doing that, and just trying to make like friend dates and family dates. So like last weekend, my family, I set up where we went to the brewery for my brother's birthday. So like we did that for the day and trying to set up like once a month or twice a month, trying to set up something outside of the house because I work from home. So I'm in my house a lot. So trying to set up something outside the house. So that's kind of what I'm doing to try to beat the winter blues, which is different than what I've done in the past.
Yeah.
Like I've never really done that. I've done journaling, but journaling sometimes just brings you to a dark spot.
Well, yeah, because then
Yes,
you
You know
start.
what I mean?
I
Like you
know.
dump your thoughts
Yeah.
and sometimes they get deep or sometimes they're like, I really have nothing to say right now. Here
Some
comes my
of
cat again.
My journal entries are very venomous, and when I go back and read them, I'm like, ooh, that was a bad day. Oh.
Come on. Lily.
Kitty.
Come on.
You gotta go, girl.
I'm just going to keep puppies next to me and just keep feeding you.
Here, look. Oh my god. Oh, that's hilarious.
I have 6 cats. She's the only one we tend to have trouble with.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Anywho.
Me, I have not actually done this in a few years, but
We're excited!
we are going to do it this year. So, I found this idea where you take a jar, it can be any size jar that you want, and these came from Dollar Tree. I know Walmart has them if you have a jar hanging out at home that you want to wash out, clean up, whatever. And then you put it, so the one that I found was a weekly, it was like a 52-week challenge, and you write down on a piece of paper, scrap of paper, colored paper, you can scrapbook a piece of
A napkin,
page,
anything.
You write down something good that happened that week or a couple of things good that happened that week, and you stick it in the jar. And then at the end of the year, like New Year's Eve, you open the jar, you dump it out, and you read through everything that all the good things that happened in that year. So that's what we're gonna try to do. The first year I did it weekly. And the second year that I did it, I think I changed it to just whatever happened good. It wasn't weekly, it was if it was daily or if it was monthly or just anything that was good, I wrote it down and threw it in the jar. And then it was kind of neat to look back and see what the good things were, what the, things that I might not have remembered, just little things.
Well, because every year you think you don't do a whole lot. Like the year end comes and you're like, what did I do?
But then you have this jar and you're like, holy cow, I did a lot this year. And there were a lot of good things, a lot of good moments.
So,
and you can see, you can see it.
In the same realm of that, that's something that I saw online at the end of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, go through your camera roll, go to the beginning of January, and start scrolling.
Yes.
And you'll start to realize how much you did, or how many, it'll make you smile. Instead of feeling down because, oh, I didn't accomplish this, or I didn't do this, you'll go through and go, wow, I forgot about that, or, oh, that was so much fun, or, oh, that's so cute, or, oh, God, that was awful.
Yep.
Something, it'll invoke all those different feelings, like that.
Yep.
I did, Lord, and I did do that, I was like surprised by how much was there. I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Especially when you think you don't take a lot of pictures.
Mm-hmm. Right. And then
you
you're
go
scrolling
and you're
forever
like,
and you're like,
wow.
holy cow, yeah, I really do take a lot of pictures. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Because we can write our first one because we're late.
Yeah. I mean, I even put in movie tickets. If I went to a show or a concert, I would put the wrist bracelet in there. Receipts from fun things that I did or things that I bought at shows or whatever. And then things that I was grateful for. The second year, I was more involved with it than I was the first year because I didn't really know how to do it. But it was kind of just a jar for good things, just anything that was good. It didn't matter what. It didn't have to. It just was anything good, and I did that, and it was very neat to see at the end of the year everything that I had done, everything that I had seen, said, saw. Everything. It was really, really neat to just kind of look back. Mm-hmm. It was really very cool.
So now we gotta think. What's happened in the last, we're in the third week now?
It's the third? Yeah, I think about 3 weeks in.
So what's happened in...
So, I mean, we recorded our podcast.
I know,
today,
we did.
So. We did.
We recorded our podcast. We're now on our 4th one. Whether people watched it or not is not the point.
That's crazy. What are you talking about, Christy? Lots of people are watching our podcast.
I watch it.
We're going to become famous.
And I do. I watch it. I watch it.
We're famous, Christy. What are you talking about? All right, I'm going to...
Well, I also saw on a lot, towards the end of the year, people starting to create vision boards
I want to
I
do
saw
that.
that too. Yes.
I feel like for me, I would just get lost doing that because in my
That's why
head,
I
I want
haven't
to
started
accomplish so much, and I'm afraid that if I actually put it down and it doesn't,
right.
or I don't accomplish it, like for me, that's going to be like a big disappointment at the end of the year.
So I actually saw a lady who said, do a vision board, but set goals for yourself that are reachable. And even if you don't reach the full goal, so like if your goal is to go to 2 concerts in 2025, if you only make it to 1 concert, put that up on the board because that's something that you did towards your vision. And it's something that you've accomplished. So maybe you didn't go to 2 shows or 3 shows in 2025, but what are the other things that you did? Like you're going to go to Portugal and you're going to do this, and so there's just put those things up on the board. It's a vision board without being like you have to stick to it. It's demanding. These are the things that you're demanding of yourself to do. No, these are the things that I'm setting goals for, but these are the things that I've actually accomplished. And she said it's a mental help to see that, hey, you're doing stuff and you're still following your vision.
Yeah.
It's just maybe not everything, but you're still hitting your goals. And I was like, oh, I should do that because I get down on myself too when I set a goal and I don't make it. And then I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe try that instead of a full-on vision board.
If I put concerts on my list, I'd make it.
See?
I'd make myself make it. I'm going to a concert on Saturday.
I'm actually going to
Cannot wait.
Billy Joel tribute band on Friday night at Phoenix Stage Company. And Kayla saw them, I think, last year, and she said they were amazing. And apparently they have a female singer.
Oh, nice.
And she was like, it was awesome. So
I'm going to see
it.
Zayn. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. So excited.
All right. So.
And we have VIP. I can't wait. We're going to freeze our asses off, but it's okay.
It's okay. It's all right.
In the end, Aaliyah told me, she goes, Mom, but you get to see Zayn. I was like,
True.
you're right. It's all worth it.
Look, the older you get, those little things that make you happy, you have no idea.
He has not toured solo, so this is a big deal. So I am so excited. So excited.
See, there you go.
So excited.
So, Christy, are you excited?
So excited. Can't wait. I gotta dye my hair because it's gray. Now I lost my train of thought.
That's fine.
It's on Zayn.
That's fine.
Yeah. I've thought about doing vision boards, but I think what stops me is that it's the same thing that stops me from like drawing or painting. Where do I start?
Yeah.
What do I do? And if it looks like garbage, I'm going to want to start over.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that stops me from doing those. And
I
that's
gave up on
my own drawback.
I gave up on my scrapbooks being perfect because like the picture in my head is so much better than what comes out on the page.
So it's funny, for me, scrapbooking is so relaxing. Like I could spend hours just on one page, like reorganizing
laundry.
stuff.
That's relaxing to me. I know I'm crazy, but I like folding laundry.
But that's what.
But that you
that's,
like,
yeah.
like to me, I can't. That's not relaxing to me to do a scrapbook because I get so like, oh, but I'm missing this, or what if I add? Now it looks like garbage.
Yeah, nope. I gave up on that, and honestly, I'm like, it just adds character. Oh, that's just gonna be a funky page. I'm just like, whatever. I give it some kind of a positive quality, and then I just move on.
Well, see, that's funny because like going to try to do like the junk journaling for like the souvenirs and stuff, like I know what I want it to look like, but then I'm like, oh my god, is it going to start to be more scrapbooky? Because then I'm like, well, maybe I should put pictures in here, and I'm like, no, that defeats the whole purpose.
Right.
I'm trying to get rid of my piles and piles of just souvenirs and pens and papers and stuff, and trying to put it in there. If I start adding photos, I'm doing a whole entire process again.
Yeah, I think with junk journaling, I don't think I'd hold myself to it being super like professional looking or like have to be perfect. I think I'd have a little more fun with it.
Yeah.
I don't
Well, I
know.
mean, just the name is, you know.
I know.
You
I
just
kinda
throw
love
it
the
all
name.
on the page,
I
and
love
that's the
the
end of
name.
that.
Yep.
Did you guys make any resolutions for the year?
Nope.
So I would like to buy a house that's
So
that and travel more. I want to definitely travel more, but travel to actually enjoy traveling, if that makes sense.
not travel for work or for a goal or for a purpose, like just to do
Yeah.
it and have fun while you're
So I
there.
actually saw a TikTok of this girl. She's going to visit every city in Connecticut, and she's documenting it. Like,
Oh, that's kind of
she's
cool.
finding like little restaurants to eat at. Like, what is there to do in this town? So I'm like, oh, maybe I should do that.
I have a
Maybe
whole
we should
file on
branch out.
Instagram called CT.
Yeah, because I do. I see like, oh, you should try this restaurant in Norwalk or New
Yeah.
Haven, or you should go here and there. And I'm like, just do it. Just go
Right.
out there and do it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if I can't travel, then I think that's a good alternative. But I would like to do something. We're talking about doing something with my mom this year because she just turned 80. So we want to do something. We want to go somewhere, do something with her before we can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's really what we want to do this year. But I would like to do more little day trips, like more like take a weekend and actually go do something for a day, and more where it doesn't cost a lot.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like even if it's just window shopping, exploring, and like looking at things.
Yeah.
And then I always set a goal of books for myself, like to read so many books a year.
Oh, okay. I thought about doing something like that, but then I never end up doing it. Like, I have so many books that I still haven't read, and I still don't read them.
So I don't put what specific books. I just put I want to read so many books for the year. Like last year, 2 years ago, I put 12, so then I'd read one every month. Last year, I put 16. This year, I think I put 20 or 21, I think. Might have been more. It's on Goodreads. Because I've exceeded goals the last 2 years. Because I'll start slow and then in the summer I'll read my butt off.
Yeah.
So that's really all I put for like resolutions. I don't really do the whole resolution thing anymore. Kira, what do you
No,
do?
I haven't for many years done like a New Year's resolution.
I feel like it puts a lot of pressure on you to get it done, and then, you know, if you don't, like, everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna eat healthy and lose weight, and then, you know, February I'm done with that. It's like,
Right,
you know,
you're like, oh.
they're like,
It's
wow,
like
I
the
couldn't
people
even
are
make
like,
it a month.
I'm gonna go to the gym more, and then like 2 weeks
Yeah.
later they're like, I don't want to go to the gym.
Well, yeah, and it's funny because you see the gym is busy the first
It's
2
packed,
weeks, and then
it
boom,
it's empty.
nobody there.
Yep.
See, for
Yep.
me, mine's not so much like, and that's where I think as you get older it changes, or I feel like it should. It's not so much, oh, I want to work out and lose weight. It's I want to learn to be healthier, like eat properly,
Right.
not healthier necessarily, but just
right.
eat properly, proper size, portion sizes, proper diet for someone my age or someone with my issues, or you know what I mean?
Right.
I think that's more what I look at. Not so much losing weight, just being healthier for myself and my kids.
Yeah.
But even that I struggle with. I love when my kid walks in the room with scissors. Yep. For what?
Making something. Making something.
Don't jump with scissors, please.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, are we supposed to date these?
I do, just so that I know
I mean, that
what
kind of makes sense.
day it happened or what week it was or whatever. I always did. You don't have to. I mean, if you went to a movie, the date's going to be on the movie ticket, so that I would just throw in there. But if it was like a concert or something, you might not necessarily have, you know, a date, and you might not remember it. So you just kind of, I just would just, you know, write the date on there or on the back of the bracelet or whatever.
When did I go to my doctor?
That I don't know.
Yeah, that's my big news for 2025. I finally figured out my throat issues. I've been sick on and off since Thanksgiving, and now I finally figured it out. So I have to have my tonsils out. Go me. But I am excited about it because at least I have an answer, and at least it'll stop. So that's, even though it might not seem like a good thing, it's a good thing to me.
Well, yeah, because now you know what's causing all the problems, and hopefully once surgery is done,
Yep.
It'll
you'll
not be a
feel
problem.
at least, 75% better.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, and with the jars, you can decorate them if you want.
Oh,
I
that's
never
what I'm
did.
thinking.
I never did, but you can. You can, write, put your name in your year or whatever. I never did, but I might do it this year just because.
Hi, kitty cat. Hi.
But yeah, it's just, just something, and then you look back at the end of the year and you see all the things that you did and all the things that you might not have remembered that you done. But you did. It was awesome when I did it the first couple of years.
Does it have to be all good stuff? Can it just be something factual?
You can. It's your jar. You can.
Well, I'm
do
curious.
whatever. No, there weren't really any rules. When I originally saw the post, which again, this was probably 6 or 7 years ago, it was every week you write something good that happened, throw it in the jar, and then at the end of the year you look back and see everything. If you want it to be something about your life, or it's your jar, so you tailor it to however you want it. If you had a shitty week, or if you had a shitty day, or something shitty happened,
Nah, I
and
don't
then you're
wanna
like,
post that.
Yeah.
but then,
I don't want
but,
that there.
But it could be like, this is what happened and this is what I did to help
get out of
myself. Like, you know what I mean? Something like that. Because at least it's not completely negative, but it's, you're putting like a positive spin on it. So it's your jar. Do whatever you want with it. Throw whatever you want in there. If you found a beautiful flower or a beautiful rock, dry that flower, throw it in there. Just do whatever.
I'll tell you guys one of mine. Because I'm excited. It's not my news, but it's my kids' news. Aaliyah got into all the colleges that she wanted.
Did she really?
She did.
That's
That's
awesome.
amazing.
So she's between CCSU and PACE.
Okay.
So it's very exciting.
That is. What does she want to do?
No, she wants, what she would really like to do is like PR.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But she may go for marketing or management.
Yeah.
Not really sure yet.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's exciting.
That's very exciting. That's amazing.
So I have mine. Yay. Very exciting. And I think that's all I got for ways to head off, the winter blues.
That's what we do.
To recap, we got junk journaling, gratitude journal, a jar with each week you put in something good, or however you want to set it up.
However often. It doesn't even have to be each week. It could be daily. It could be every few
Whenever
days. It could be
something
once a
happens.
month. Whatever you want. Just tailor it to you.
Yep. Reading. Obviously, working out can get your body moving and start your endorphins. So I'm not gonna say don't do that. Do that if you want to. Making friend and family dates. That's something that we do. And then another thing I do is I just watch different series. Like I pick a different new series to watch or something.
So my sisters turned me on to a series on Netflix called You Can't Ask That, and it's really interesting.
What is that?
I haven't heard that.
Okay,
Me either.
so
And I'm on Netflix a lot.
It's on Netflix. It's called You Can't Ask That. Each episode is a different topic. So, trigger warning, the first episode is like domestic violence and abuse. That episode was a little rough to watch. But it was very eye-opening in the fact that they were very open about it. They were very honest about like their feelings. So what it is they have people, these just random internet people send in questions. They put the questions on a card, and then the people that they have come to this panel pick up the card, read the question, and then answer it, and they talk openly about it. I'm currently on, I think, the 4th episode, which is like ex-politicians. There was an episode, the previous episode was carny people, like carnival people.
Seems very interesting.
The second episode was about intersex people, so the term hermaphrodite is, I guess, like insulting to them, which I didn't know.
Yes.
So, and they prefer to be called intersex, and there's so many subsections of intersex. There's all these different things, and they were all talking very openly about what kind of parts they had, how they felt growing up, what their doctors were doing or didn't know how to do, didn't know how to help them, surgeries that they've just had when they were, a week old, because that was the protocol at the time. Very, very interesting. The ex-politicians one is not so much, and it's all in Australia. This is all people that live in Australia.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's very, very interesting. Definitely check it out. Apparently there's like an episode on prison and like all the drugs and the, stuff that happens in there. And so I'm curious to see the next episodes. But yeah, it's
sounds interesting.
It's very, very interesting. Very eye-opening too, because I'm like, oh my God. It's crazy.
To escape the politics in our country, I'm watching The West Wing. I've never seen it, so this is my first time watching it, but I'm watching The West Wing.
There you go.
It's on HBO Max if anybody wants to watch.
Well, me and my parents, we started watching the Great British Bake Off. So
Netflix.
let me tell you, do not watch it after 8 o'clock, because then you see all this food and you want all this food. So there was the bread episode. So we're watching them make all this bread and stuff, and I look at my dad, and I was like, do you know what I really want? He goes, we're making it tomorrow. So we made the bread with the meat. Because we saw it that night. He literally went to Stu's, got the meat, got the bread, and we made 2 loaves of meat with bread. It was amazing. So then I said, well, what episode are we watching tonight? So what are we making tomorrow? Yeah, no, it was horrible.
Oh my God.
I won't be watching that. I did just finish Exo Kitty season 2.
So
I love that. I love that show.
Gabby didn't like the way it ended.
I liked it.
She was quiet, yeah. I was like, you watched it without me? I was like,
why was she? Okay, I'm not going to ruin it.
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
I was okay with it.
But she said there's more coming?
Well,
the way they ended it?
There will be in season 3 eventually.
Yeah. No, she binge watched the whole entire thing.
Did you know that Minho and Yuri are siblings in real life? I just found that out this week on Instagram.
Really?
Yep, didn't know that.
Interesting. Okay.
But I quite like that show. I think it's adorable. But I love all the boys I loved before the whole thing. So
I binge watched the 2nd season of Squid Games.
my daughter didn't like the way that ended.
I didn't either because
I don't watch it.
So I was watching it the first week of January, and the last episode they're like, new season coming 2025. I'm like, it is 2025. When is the new season? Not a month, not a date, just 2025. What am I supposed to do with that? I want to know what
Really? You want to know what happens? Do you watch Stranger Things? Because I'm still waiting.
Oh my God! Yes, I am gonna have to rewatch that to refresh everything. When
it's coming this year.
I know, but come on, The Handmaid's
But we've been
Tale
waiting
too. I'm waiting
for
that
how
one.
long?
It's been like 2 years now.
Oh, 3,
Has
4.
it been? Oh my
It's been a
gosh.
long time.
I don't know. I'm waiting for the new season, the final season of The Handmaid's Tale on
I
Hulu.
think it's been 4 years.
For Stranger Things,
It'll be 4 years this
Yes,
July.
because didn't they
it
shut
came
down,
out
like,
on
COVID or
came out on
something?
my birthday.
Oh my gosh, that's insane. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's been a long time. So I'm waiting for Stranger Things. After that, I don't whatever. Just don't make me wait that long for anything ever again. But I did hear the episodes are going to be like an hour and a half each. So I'm really hoping that's true.
That
So
would
it's
be
worth the wait then?
amazing.
So
they're gonna be
I'm
like
really
they're gonna be like
hoping
mini
that
movies.
they do it right.
Oh, I hope so
So.
too.
Although I'm not sure how I'm hoping for it to end.
I don't know either.
So, yeah.
I guess we'll see.
We'll
I
see.
guess we'll see.
All right.
All right. I think that's
So with our love, what is it called?
love punch.
Love punch. I thought I was going to call it the wrong thing. Love punch. Cheers.
Cheers. And we'll see you for our next episode. If you have any ways to beat the winter blues, January, February, March, whenever it starts getting warm, which is like fucking June nowadays, let us know in the comments. Leave it, and maybe we'll try one of yours out.
Peace out.